So back to the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want to talk about next?
Should we do Are You Down? Since
Yeah.
it's the first one that kind of came out.
Yeah. So what's that about?
Situations, speaking stages, and
Entanglements.
the entanglement.
The entanglements.
Yes, it's more like it's kind of like us. Think of it as like a conversation.
Yeah.
Like I'm asking you, the male, like, what are we basically saying? Like,
Are you down or what?
Like, are you
Like,
down to be with me?
Be for real right now.
Or not? Like, are you in? Are you out? Like, da da da. And I feel like in like situations like I feel like when you stop talking to a boy, I feel like that's worse than an actual breakup. I've seen so many people say this, and it is because it's true. Like,
Can't relate.
I think the attachment level is even like
Can't relate.
higher, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think the attachment's like worse because you're so unsure and then you cling on more.
Yeah, and you do not know what people are thinking sometimes.
3 months
Like,
is a cut off. 3
yeah.
months is a cut off. If there's nothing else after
there's
that,
no
you
point.
need to get them packed.
It's
And
just
you
a
should
waste.
never question how someone feels about you because that just says
it should
everything.
just be like it should just happen, shouldn't it? Like why does it have to be such a problem?
So have you guys had
Exactly.
experience with that? Was that with your boyfriend?
no, like,
Oh, right.
girl. Nah, like I've spoke to like many guys. Back in that, like,
As you should.
Like, no, I wouldn't call them guys. I would call them mistakes. I hate every single
Oh, okay.
I would name drop all of y'all, but I'm not gonna do that today.
Oh no, literally the amount of
like,
stuff that I say on the podcast, and I've literally had one of my exes who bumped into me in the world, and he was like, "Heard you
said
talk
that.
about me on my podcast, on your podcast," and I was like, "Yep," and I was, "Did I lie?" And he was like, "No."
It's my life.
well, who cares? Because
Yeah.
he's keeping tabs.
So I was
Mind
like,
your
"Thank you
business.
for the view, babe. I need a 5-star, yeah."
You should be minding your business. No, I've had like awful talking stages, and like I've even had like one guy say to me, and I quote, well, I didn't even hear it from him like direct. It was from his friend, and like I got on with like his friends, and I basically was just like, I've been speaking to them for so long. Like what is the hold up? Like he's literally met my mum. Like what's going on?
And when they meet your mum as well, you're like, "We can't go back."
Exactly.
My mum
Like,
knows.
don't introduce anyone and everyone to your mum because boys are cockroaches. Like don't just do that. And I've learned my lesson. Unless it's serious, that's when you can only meet my mum. But I was just like, okay, like maybe this is kind of serious. And that was like the first boy I'd ever brought to my mum. And I was saying to his friends, like, has he said anything to you? Like, 'cause I don't really know.
You can't
like,
gauge
what's
it,
going on.
yeah.
And he basically was just like, I didn't want to tell you this, but I would rather him say this to you. But he just said that he doesn't know if he really wants you to be his girlfriend because of the whole black thing.
What?
I swear to God. And my mum's like, I should have punched him in his throat. I was like,
Wait, he actually said that?
yeah, he said it to his friend, and his friend was like, I feel awful because personally, like, I don't see the issue, but he was like, that's what he said to me.
Thank
And I
God
was
his
like,
pal told you, by the
I
way.
was like, okay.
I hope they're not friends anymore because that's fucked
No,
up.
they're not friends anymore. So now I don't know what he's doing. I think he's like a raging alcoholic. I'm not too sure.
I'm glad.
But yeah, but I got rid of him.
That's awful. I'm so sorry. That is
That is so
actually
bad,
awful.
Yeah, I was like, and I don't know why I didn't see these flags, but every time I had like hair extensions and like a weave or something, he always used to be like, can you like take that out? Like, and I was like, no, I can't. Like, it's sewn into my head. Like, what do you mean? And yeah, that was when I was young at the time. I didn't really know, and I was like, why did I bring this vagabond to me, my mom? Like, this is
But you know what? They inspire the songs.
Totally.
Yeah.
You have to kiss a couple of frogs.
I know.
Trust me,
It's
like
so true.
some of my best stories to the podcast come from all the gross men that I've dated, and it's
I
great,
can imagine.
and it's gone viral.
They've
So I'm
given
like,
you so
go
many
on,
stories.
son, bring us
Yes.
some more.
I'm glad this happened to me.
Yeah, no, my boyfriend's actually like such a nice person. Like, just be a wee prick. man.
Go on,
Just
give
do
us
it.
some, talk about it.
Literally, I'm like, why did I
Totally.
meet you now? Like,
know.
now can I not be able to experience any bad men again? Yeah, no, I think it's a tough one, especially entanglements, like you said, because they hurt like a bitch as well. But I think they genuinely like spur on creativity.
No,
in a way,
definitely.
do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because it's like it's not like like one story that gives us like an idea. It can literally be like a line or like a few words, and then you could just like you
Create
just
your story
come
around
off
it.
like
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
off it. Like it doesn't need to make sense. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It
Also, you
has
don't
have,
really
like, a
need to
flow.
have experienced it yourself.
Yeah, totally.
Because I remember
I'm
you mentioning
single as
before
anything, yeah.
that you like weren't you hadn't actually like directly
Mhm.
experienced it, and also one of my pals, Leif, who came on the podcast. When I asked him, he was like, "Sometimes I just lie.
Yeah,
He's like, I
that's
just
what
make
you-
stuff
yeah,
up
you
and it
just
makes a
make
good
it up.
song." And I was
It's
like,
so easy
I
to
love
make
that.
something up. Like,
Yeah.
you could literally think like a simple story in your head, and then you're just like, right, what would happen in that situation, and then you're like, boom.
And that
It's
is
there.
That's
being a
mad.
You know, Shawn
songwriter.
Mendes actually did that as well, because someone was like, he was like 17 and he's like, I've never been in love, and people are like, well, how are you writing all these love songs? And he's like, I just pretend. I just imagine
it's
what
like
it
you can
make
just
stuff
like
up.
you're like there's no rules to songwriting. No one's gonna be
exactly.
like, well, you've not experienced it, so why would you
I
write a
know,
song
nobody
about
cares.
it?
As
Like
long
what
as it
they
sounds happy.
yeah, as long as they enjoy the song, it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. And also like it's how you feel it like it would feel. Like it's all about how you feel in that moment. If people relate to it, then well, that's a good thing. So you've never have you had a boyfriend?
No, not serious boyfriend, no.
Fair.
I know.
How come?
Honestly, it's just never happened.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, it's like not something that I've ever like had to, like I've never even looked for it, like it doesn't bother me in the slightest.
And it shouldn't.
And
though.
I'm like
it
so
really
happy.
shouldn't.
Actually trash.
Like, do you know what I mean?
So
like, you know how
trash.
some people like, that's just kind of, that's how their life just goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
it's
I
just-
don't think I've not been in a relationship since like the age of 13.
And that's so normal
Certified
though.
lover girl.
Totally.
Yeah, no, literally, I've just been like in and out of stuff. And, like the
Really?
longest time I went without seeing someone was probably 6 months.
No.
Sure.
And that was after my dad died, and I was like, maybe I'll have a break. Maybe I'll chill
Maybe I
out for a
should.
bit
Some
and like
me time.
grieve, maybe, and then get back on horse.
Get straight back to
That
it.
is literally mad.
Literally, no, and
That's like my
it is
worst
mad.
nightmare.
It is mad. But the thing is, it's not like I do it on purpose.
No, totally. It's like the same way, but like the opposite
Like,
way around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
like it just kind of like I just end up like in situations,
Yeah,
and then
it
I
just
end up like
happens.
going along with things.
Yeah,
And then
and
at the
you're
end,
like,
I'm like,
why
why
am I
the
doing
fuck
this?
did I go along with that?
That is mad.
Like I've been with boys I don't even really like you. I was just like here for a good time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Literally.
God, I'm a slag.
No, not even that. Like,
No,
I would
not
just
even.
commit to it. No.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I don't know. I honestly think if I was single now, like I'd be the same as you. I'd be fine by myself. I've always been by myself.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, fair. No, like I genuinely enjoy being alone, but like I like a wee spoon. And I also love the feeling. It's so nice. Like, I love it. My boyfriend's like, oh, can I be a little spoon? I'm like, grow up. You're
Not
literally
happening.
like, you have to be the big spoon. Just leave me alone.
There's no choice.
Yeah, no, literally. But like, I just love that. I feel like such a gimp. I just love being in love. Like, who
No,
doesn't
I
love
literally
like
No,
that? Like, even though I've
totally.
only ever been like in love like twice, but like,
Yeah.
you know that feeling of
Yeah.
like you just get
It's so
excited all the
cool.
time. That doesn't it?
Buzz.
Yeah, and like once like I think like I went through it, like I think everyone goes through like a wee stage of like going on dates and like stuff like that, and like once that wears off and you realise that people are actually really annoying and like
Yeah.
going on dates and like having to meet someone new and like
Totally.
care
Just
about their
start
shitty
again.
interests,
I know.
like
Yeah, that's the worst part. Like,
yeah, like the little
that's
toxic
right.
things. Once that wears off, you're a bit like okay, yeah.
Here we go again.
Oh, yeah, here we go again. So your other song, sorry, I spiraled talked about myself there. I was like, oh, let me. Your other song
Where you at?
Where you at?
They all kind of follow similar kind of
Yeah,
themes.
it's all really like
It's kind of
about
just more
love.
like empty
hate men.
promises.
Dead on.
It's
you
like,
should.
yeah,
Hate
empty
men.
promises, like not kind of doing the things that you said you were gonna do. Like I feel like I don't know, like this isn't generally my experience, but like for some other people this might be their experience. But like being promised like something, or like you kind of go into a relationship with somebody that you think is like this dream person that you've like completely glamorized them, and like they've shown you that they're this kind of person, and you actually get into a relationship with them and they're nothing like what you kind
Yeah.
of thought they were gonna be like.
Yep.
And they're like.
like, where does that other guy?
Stop. So yeah, I feel like it's just like empty promises, like saying you're gonna do something you're not, like when you're turning up for someone all the time and they're not turning up for
Yeah,
you,
you feel like you're
that
not
kind
getting
of
it
thing.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of that like not reciprocated
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
So I think that's kind of where we were at with that.
Yeah, I
Have you
feel like
got-
it's easier to write about like that side of things.
It's
Yeah.
so much easier to be
Yeah,
negative.
than like happy things.
Yeah,
So
oh my
much
god,
easier
because
to be
you
like-
and you use your anger and you like put it into someone
Totally.
else. But like, see when you're having a good time, you're like, I'm sound.
Exactly.
Like, what am I like?
I know.
Because don't
You're gonna be
approach
like,
these
I'm so
negative,
in
but
love,
happy
do you know what I mean?
vibes.
No,
Which is
totally.
so
yeah,
weird.
yeah. But I feel like that's
Yeah.
like a lot of songs are like
That's
that.
true.
Like most songs
You
are
don't
about like
actually
heart.
write from a
break.
I mean,
point
like,
of
look,
view.
like we were talking about Little Mix, like shout out to my ex, their
Totally.
song. It's just like being like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's like such a bop.
And
Exactly.
they have like wings and mates. Like why do we not write nice stuff?
I know. Why don't we?
But then that's
That's actually not even their
that kind of vibe.
but it's just like not where your creativity comes from.
I know.
Do you know what I
No,
mean? Have you got other
genuinely
stuff in
men
the
are trash.
making?
Yeah. we've
Men
got
are
loads of
trash.
stuff.
Sorry, back to that. Men are trash. Carry on.
Very trash.
Yeah, we've got loads of stuff like in the making, but
Are you gonna come out with an album?
maybe.
You know,
You-
Wait, am I not allowed to ask
Nah,
that?
you are.
Am
We're
I am
working
I allowed
on,
to know
like,
the name?
Well, do we have a name?
Well,
We don't.
yeah.
That's
We
like-
Kind of.
Kind of. We have an idea.
We have an
but
idea of what we want to do.
There's still time.
So where'd you
We're
record?
taking our time with this,
Well,
definitely.
we've been like working with new producers and that recently.
Yeah, so is that in Glasgow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah,
So it's
they're so good.
It's a good time. It's it's done right.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
how we
exactly.
would prefer to do.
Also, can I
Very
just say,
much.
I was looking at your Instagram today. Your Instagram is so nice. You get really
We
good
take pride.
photos.
And
We take a lot of pride.
We take
Yeah,
a
like,
lot of pride
where'd you
in
get
that
all your
as
photo shoots from? Like, do you,
well. Well, we've only really done like one photo shoot as
As
a
a
four.
as a four,
But
yeah.
we try and like do like a few different things at the same time.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you've got
a
like
few
stuff that you
outfits
could just like put out when you need it.
You've got a lot of stuff going on. Like, what
Yeah.
else have you got going on?
What else do we have going on?
What do you mean? Like, just in general?
Yeah, like
I think
music
we've got like
wise.
a festival in
Yes,
May.
we do.
Oh
In
wow.
Aberdeen.
Mm-hmm. And then
It's
it's
called
like
Rise
a,
Up Festival, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
I
Is
think
it
it's a
new?
new one.
And we just performed last week at
Mhm.
Queen's Hall in Edinburgh
We did.
for Amplified.
Headliners.
Wow.
Don't get it twisted. No, it was good. It was very good.
So
fun.
you've got 3 songs. So like, what other songs do you sing, or do you just sing those
We've
3?
been
and then...
singing like the songs that like our newer songs as well. We
Okay.
sing like a couple covers. We'll throw them in there just to mix it up a bit.
I really want you guys to just sing something now.
Oh, have you seen that video, Little Mix, when they're like on like a radio tour in America and they actually like buzz it out and everybody's like, that
they're
will
like
be
people.
I'm like, go
I
on.
respect that.
That's like a great TikTok. No, because that is always awkward when people are like, do it.
I know.
I'm
I remember
like,
being like younger and like people would say like, "You gonna sing for us?" and you're like, "No."
That's such an adult
or
thing
like,
to
"Are you
do.
gonna like, dance
parents
for
are
us?"
like,
yeah.
sing for
Oh,
your
show us your
family.
dance.
Like, show us the dance that you learned, and you're like, "No."
Yeah, no,
don't
no,
wanna
literally,
do
my dad
that.
would like honestly put me out like I was like a monkey
Yeah.
performing. And it was awful. He's like, go do something. I'm like, what? I
What
don't
do you want
have
me to do?
talent. Like, I wouldn't sing, I wouldn't do
Like,
anything. I'd just be there
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
it was always so awkward.
It's so bad, and they're all
Yeah.
just sitting there staring at you like,
Yeah,
you're
literally.
like,
Speaking